We're in Iceland, where there's ice and there's land, and there's volcanoes and lava flows and hot springs and a lot of greenery. And once upon a time, Iceland was full of trees, but the Vikings came and built ships and stuff and kept themselves warm by burning those trees down. Damn nuisance they were. And, well, we're on a mission to find out who these Vikings were. Welcome to Iceland. And this is where Snorri Sturluson, and I'm going to pronounce every name very strangely and completely incorrectly from now on, because I have no idea what any of the letters really represent. They do have a th sound floating around, which is written in an old English, old Icelandic manner, which confuses me intensely. Anyway, here we are at what's his name? Snorri Sturluson's farm, and of course it's now Reykholt, and this is the exhibition centre, or the Stuffa, I do believe. It's Snorri's stuff. Anyway, it's an exhibition about him. And who is he, you may well ask?
Snorri Sturluson, a name that echoes through the annals of Viking history. Born in the year 1179, Snorri's destiny was intertwined with power, politics, and prose. His clan's rule over Iceland was marked with a tumultuous civil war. Intriguing power dynamics and intense struggles led to a bitter falling out with the King of Norway. Yet amidst the chaos, Snorri found a beacon of tranquility in literature. As the tides of time churned, Snorri found solace in the written word, crafting the first saga, Egil's Saga. In the heart of conflict, Snorri discovered his poetic prowess. Amidst the turbulence of political strife, he found solace and strength in the rhythm of his verses. His masterpiece, Egil's Saga, not only etched his name into the annals of Viking literature, but also sparked the ire of the Norwegian king. As Snorri delved deeper into his poetic world, he inadvertently neglected his political obligations, causing a rift to form and deepen. With each verse penned, resentment grew in the king's heart, setting the stage for a tragic climax. In 1241, on a farm in Iceland, the saga of Snorri Sturluson met its untimely end. The cold winds of the north bore witness as 40 men sent by the resentful King of Norway descended upon the unsuspecting poet. They cornered Snorri, a man more comfortable with a quill than a sword, and his life was brutally extinguished. His demise sent tremors through the Icelandic political landscape, a chilling reminder of the consequences of crossing the Norwegian monarchy. But Snorri's legacy did not end with his final breath. The echoes of his saga still resonate, reverberating through the ages. His words, etched in the annals of Viking literature, continue to inspire and captivate. His tale, a tumultuous blend of power struggles, civil war, and poetic rebellion, has left an indelible mark on history. His life was a testament to the Viking spirit, a chronicle of ambition, defiance, and resilience. Snorri's saga is a testament to a life lived amidst power, conflict, and poetry.
He is the first person to have written down an Icelandic saga at the end of the 12th century, essentially. Of course, you wouldn't really think of him as an archetypical Viking, would you? But he led quite an adventurous life. He was the lawgiver. Oh, was it the law speaker? The law speaker at the parliament that they had here, or the thing, the Althing. Seemed to have written an awful lot as well, in between having wars and fathering quite a considerable number of children with, his official wife, which was a political thing, and then his passion was a widow who had two rather fractious sons, but she was 20 years younger than Snorri, but she was hot stuff, and by marrying her he got control of rather a large expanse of land, so that made her even hotter. Needless to say, he fell out with the children, who were rather resented the way he'd taken over the property. This is where Snorri took his bath. It's been a bit refurbished since then, but the original stones were the oldest archaeological findings in Iceland. Now that's just the place that you imagine a Viking would live in, isn't it?
I reckon it's the local beer hall. What do you think?
Yes, could be. Of course, I could go into the full details of the Egil saga, but it's too bizarre. Essentially, Egil, the hero, was unbelievably ugly. So he killed his first man when he was 3 years old. And later on, in his teenage years, his father beat his best friend to death after losing to him in a hockey match. And so Egil naturally went off and killed his father's servants, and then went off raiding and pillaging across the world, basically. Naturally, he was a poet, his one saving grace. Egil said, in his old age, "Time seems long in passing as I lie alone, a senile old man on the downy bed. My legs are two frigid widows, and those women need some flame." And I'm of an age when I begin to understand what he's on about. But I'm not ready for sitting beside a fire with an Icelandic sweater and a woolly hat on just yet. We've got some motoring to do, and a whole bunch of Icelandic scenery to drive very quickly past, because there's no stopping allowed on these roads, and you can only stop at designated car parks in case you ruin the moss covering and leave brown footprints everywhere. Now, I have to confess that there are a lot of waterfalls in Iceland, but you'd be glad to know that I did not film them all. And sooner or later, I'm going to be telling you all about Viking settlements and herrings, and, well, we're definitely going to be talking about herrings and eating them, I should think. Yes, and they're highly recommended. So, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and all that stuff. Don't forget to seek out the playlists so you can binge. We travel so that you can sit on a sofa and snooze.